I did, and now I finally know what to make of it. Come, follow me.
Sure. Before I follow you any further, don't mind if I take some stuff from here. Okay, right behind you. Right behind you. Right, where are you? Jesper! Oh my... You really move fast, don't you? Yero did not have a tiny cellar.
A Star People's Lock.
Star People
And
Lock?
I bet my buttocks will find another answer behind that door over there.
A Star People's Lock. I've never heard of that before.
Doesn't surprise me. This kind of lock is usually only found in treasuries or castles. But they can be picked, though that's going to be quite the challenge without the bolts.
You need bolts to open the locks? Don't lockpicks just work? Why bolts?
Normally, yeah. It's quite simple, actually. Every keyhole has a matching bolt that latches into place once you insert it. And once all the keyholes, 5 in our case, are latched, the door the lock protects opens up. If you don't have the matching bolts, however, you should prepare yourself for the most frustrating break-in of your life. That is, if you don't happen to be Jaspar, who knows a little trick.
Will you share that little trick with me, please? Because I'm curious for if I ever encounter a castle or something like that with a Star People's Lock. What's the trick?
You can use wooden sticks instead of bolts.
Really?
They'll break a couple of seconds after you put them inside the lock, but if you manage to get all 5 sticks into place before the first one breaks, you can basically trick the mechanism. It's all about speed, in other words. So I'd say you do the running, and I'll wait near the pressure plate. You ready?
Wait. Yeah, I think we can do this. Let's do it.
Splendid. Here are the sticks.
Thank you.
All right, go!
Oh, not yet go. I mean, it might be worth it to first take a closer look at things. I mean, okay. I'm guessing these are the thingies. Starling Lock. Yes, okay. Don't worry, Jaspar, I got this. I just want to take a look around first so I know what I'm dealing with. Potion of protection from magic. A chest, which is locked, which you need a proper old lockpick for, which is better than just a wooden stick. Cheese wheel potato. Okay. Another chest. 2 pennies. Soul gem. I'll take it. And okay, here is another one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Okay, how can I do this the best? I think open that lock or insert the bolt, run to those 2, and then jump down for the final 2. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Insert the lock, insert the lock, insert the lock, insert the lock, insert. Come on, and there we go.
You're really good at this. Now
Yeah.
let's take a look and see what the old Magister didn't want anyone to see, shall we?
I'm pretty curious. Well, the lock's broke, or the stick's broke. So, yeah, I'm right behind you, don't worry. I'm pretty curious though. Why is... Whoa! That's not good, that's not good. There's a fire elemental. Ah! Okay. I've got a friend who would love to help. Just like that. See? That's... Whoa! Jaspar? Ugh. Okay. Good job.
Ugh. A fire elemental. And not a weak one. This Yero knew about magic, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
That leaves us with the question of what exactly this is supposed to be.
Well, it looks like a corpse, but whose?
I suppose that's his companion.
Companion?
Though it's interesting that he was already on the wrong side of the law way before his rampage.
Wait, wrong side of the law? Why was he on the wrong side of the law?
Well, burials are considered heathen here in Enderal, and have been forbidden for about 300 years now. Here, corpses are always cremated. The whole thing's called the Last Journey.
Okay.
The deceased is taken to a place he or she considered special during his or her life, immediately after dying. That's the only way the soul can move on to the eternal paths. Sounds very poetic, but I'm pretty sure the only reason the Order introduced the law was to prevent plagues. Plus, they might have noticed that too many lost ones running around on trade routes aren't that much fun for wanderers and traveling merchants.
Wait a minute. So, burying someone like that is considered a crime? So you're basically telling me that I have been pillaging corpses and stuff, and I've been doing good? Breaking into those graves has been good because it is forbidden? Okay, I'm not sure what to think of that. I guess I'm happy with it, but... So, burying someone like that is considered a crime.
Yeah, but of course that only goes for the little man. The rich and powerful still tend to their family crypts. And there are still plenty of old vaults around from the time before this whole last journey thing was begun.
Okay.
And it's good that way. What would life as a treasure hunter be like without the notorious noble looking for family jewels in a century-old grave?
Yes, definitely. And sorry for Siri just breaking down beside me. It sometimes happens. So what do we do now?
Let's take a look around and see if we find anything.
That's a very good starting point. Where did this thing explode? Right over here. Fire elemental. Fire salt and mana salts. He certainly was busy with herbs quite a bit. We've got a memorial book, Jespar. Beloved Sira, this is my final letter to you, and I'm writing it to ask you for your forgiveness. Forgiveness for murdering you, because that's what I've done. I can very well imagine how you would react to this if you were still alive. You'd smile, shake your head, and tell me that this was one of my moments, when I tend to blow everything out of proportion. But as much as I would like to believe that, you'd be mistaken. No, it wasn't me who ended your life, but I still bear the responsibility, for it was I who let it come this far. Why? Because I was the one who deceived you. I was the one who told you those ridiculous tales of heroes and idealists. It was I who told you that only cowards give up, and it was I who infected you with all these ideas of mine, which were no more than foolish illusions. I see now, clearer than ever, but I didn't then, because I made a mistake. The mistake of thinking that this world wants to be saved. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But the more you think about it, the more apparent it becomes. It doesn't. It never did, and it never desired it anyways. And yes, I can imagine what you'd say to that too, that I became what we always loathed. But Sira, just look around you. Look around and confront reality. Confront the world we live in. Look at how much we have and how little we appreciate it. Look at how we could work together, how we fight wars instead. Look at how we could choose love, but instead choose hatred. It's never been different, Sira. And no, there's no hope. No matter how much we tell ourselves there is. And it hurts to me to write this. It really does. But it's the truth, plain and simple. And I'm tired of clouding my mind with all these lies we tell ourselves again and again just to avoid confronting the obvious. Mankind is at its end. A Kiranian philosopher once wrote that there's a point in our lives when we make a choice. The choice to either live valiantly but in austerity, or to live corruptly but in pleasure. The latter is what this philosopher calls choosing the void, because that is what's behind the surface of the supposed attractiveness of it. And do you see where I'm going, Sira? All of them, all of these numb-headed fools around us choose the void. We were among the few who didn't, among the few who dreamed of something more, and who were willing to sacrifice it, and we might even have succeeded if we hadn't been alone. But we were, Sira. We were alone. And now they all talk of a red madness that infects our minds. Madness? It's so simple, don't you see it? They realize what they have chosen. They realize that their lives are devoid of sense, of purpose, and they can no longer look away from the truth. That they and their cowardice, that they and their ignorance shaped a world with nothing in it worth living for. And no, I do not say this lightly. You should know this better than anyone else. I wanted to believe it. I wanted to believe that there's a way, that we had only to try hard enough. But what I see here, your withered body, shows me that all of our plans were doomed from the start. We should have fled to some remote island to become old together, but we didn't. And now I'm here with your blood on my hands, all because I infected you with my folly. I'll go, Syrah. I don't know whether something awaits me after death or whether it's just darkness. And to be honest, I don't care. Before I go, I'll give this world what it deserves. Do you remember what I wrote? They had the choice between virtue and void, and they chose the latter. They shall have it. He certainly went.
What's that? Let me see. Uh-huh.
He went cuckoo.
Tragic ending for a tragic personality, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, I think that should suffice.
Should suffice? Okay. What do you think about all of this?
Well, what should I think about it? Yero was a self-righteous fool, just like all these do-gooders are. They celebrate themselves as great messiahs as long as everything goes well, but once they fail, it's the bad, bad world that's responsible for it. The wise hermit has a good saying for that. People are only idealists until it starts to hurt. He and his lady should have simply stayed in Riverville.
Maybe. But, yeah, you might have got a point there.
Glad you see it that way.
So, what's next? Are we going to Ark now?
Yeah, we are. Here, I've got 2 teleport scrolls that can take us right back to Riverville. Just meet me in the tavern once you're ready to go.
Sure.
I have some stuff to take care of, so there's no need to hurry. Farewell.
Okay. Well, don't say farewell. You're going to see me. Anyway, thank you. Is this the scroll that's working? And I'm on my own. With a corpse. And a dead fire elemental. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Let's see. Teleport to Riverville. Okay, how we do this? Just focus on the scroll. Riverville. It's not working. Oh, it's working. It's definitely working. It's definitely working. Okay. Well, that worked remarkably well. And I'm straightening my chest, which is good because I have way too much stuff on me once again. Oh, this is gonna be a common theme for me, isn't it? Well, it's quite late in the evening. How late actually is it? Middle of the evening. Okay, well, let's deliver this bounty, which someone apparently also is looking at. Greetings. I come to deliver my bounty. Do we have anything else? There are no bounty missions. Ah. Okay, well, in which case I will pay a visit to my dear friend, the Tanner. Who is in the inn? Okay, that's good, that's good. A secret lever somewhere. Secret lever? Nothing. Oh, and it goes down again. Okay, so there are several. No. That's also not it. Are there more that I am missing? Ooh, look at that, a little wooden dragon. That's cute. And a little house. Ooh, and a chest. And trading pennies. This is what he gets for being mean to me. Okay, so 1, 2. Is there a third somewhere? A third lever. Anywhere? Two levers isn't enough, so there must be a third, right? Oh, there. Okay, 1. Number 2. Number 3. That did the trick. Oh, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Limit of the Mysterious Nomad, Apprentice, and a few potions. Well worth the 30 pennies. And he probably won't miss it. This can I... switch these around? Yeah, come on. Eh. Oh great, it's stuck. Okay, let's just get out of here. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Great! Haha! Okay, this is awesome. We just stole from someone, and I'm perfectly fine with it. Who was being a very big douchebag to me. And I'm going to the wrong way again. I need to meet Jespar in Riverville to set it for Ark. I owe my life to a mercenary called Jespar Delveric, informed that this damned fever is caused by my sudden talent in magic, and offered me to help me by introducing me to his employees who can heal it. Don't have to help him and bring light to Magister's rampage. I did that. So, in Riverville, I'm guessing in the inn, maybe? That would sound the most logical, I guess. I mean, it's late at night. He did say he was in the inn, right? I think he did. One way to find out. Let's see if Jespar is in the inn. Having some drinks. Good evening.
Is it important?
A game? Come on, take a seat.
Jespar. Jespar. Excuse me, my friend is here. He reserved this seat for me. Jespar.
Now, if it isn't my new pal, how about a sip of wine?
Sure, definitely.
Here you go. So, are you ready for our little journey? It seems that Riverville's Myra's injured, so we'll have to go by foot.
We have to go by foot? A myriad? Let me out. What is a myriad? I've seen a tower, but...
Oh, right. You wouldn't know that since you're Naramese. Myriads are giant flying creatures. Quite nasty when wild, quite useful when tame.
Okay.
You can find myriad towers all over Enderal. And for a small fee, the keepers in their myriads can take it from point A to B in no time. But, as I said, Riverville's myriad's injured, so we'll have to walk.
Okay. So, just go to the tower, pay, and you can fly around. Interesting. But yeah, I'd say let's go. The sooner I get rid of this fever, the better. I mean, I still don't feel 100%, so yeah.
Splendid. Then let's go while it's still dark. We'll be less likely to run into brigands this way.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Okay.
Up to now, you've seemed more like the close combat type to me. In battle, I mean.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
I knew it. I'm asking because I was in the market just now stocking up on provisions, and I got myself some new reading material.
Okay.
Here, I think you might find this useful.
Okay, thank you. Very much thank you. So, these books, what are these? I mean, I've been using them to learn stuff, but...
The Arizalian in My Bed, Sensual Confessions of a Vagabond Lady, volumes 1 and 2. You know, for the lonely nights. Jokes aside,
excuse me?
learning books?
Yeah.
From arcanists or master fencers, depending
Yes.
on what you read. You know how to fight, but if you want to get better, you have to enjoy reading these once in a while.
I enjoy reading. Anyway, thank you.
You're welcome. Then off we go, I'd say. You go on ahead. Just take the route leading north out of Riverville. It'll lead us straight to the mountain pass.
Sure. Okay, well. I'd say we are ready to go. Just right. Give me a small moment. I know you're following me, but before we go, really need to get something off of my mind first, and that is that I would love to find a quiet place and do a bit of meditating. I mean, yeah, you can possibly go have another drink or something like that. But what are your thoughts on the current events that are happening in Enderal?
What, you mean the living dead,
Yeah.
the tears everywhere,
Yeah.
the frenzied civilians?
Yeah,
I'd say this country's seen better times.
definitely.
But at least something happens. It makes this place less boring.
That's one way to see it. Anyway, go get a drink and I'll see you in a hour or so, maybe, I guess.
Shit.
I still have to get used to this whole thing. But we have quite a few memory points to spend. So, last time we took Tower of... we took Arrow Wall. Arrows you intercept with your shield won't do any damage from now on. Only the shields, if they intercept the shields. So we have 4 points. We could go Tower of Strength, makes you invulnerable for a short time. That sounds good. After that, if you are bashing an enemy with your shield, there's a small chance to disarm them. You can move faster with shield raised. Heavy armor now slows you down less and weighs only half as much as before. And if you're solely wearing heavy armor, there's a small chance to reflect, taking melee damage back to your enemies. That sounds useful. Very useful. I could go for more strength in my weapons, but... On the other hand, I also have serious. Entropy spells consume a lot, 20% less health. No. Reduce the mana cost of psionic and entropy spells. That sounds good. No, not needed. Unless it becomes more powerful. Don't need to dual cast. Bound weapons. I'm not really using bound weapons. Maybe the bow, but... No, I think defense is the best offense right now. So, shield story. If you're bashing an enemy with your shield, there's a small chance to disarm them. But first, Tower of Strength. Then we go for Shield Stroke. And we could go for reverberated attacks. If you're solely wearing heavy armor, there's a small chance you reflect damage taken back to your enemies. 5% chance to reflect melee damage. Sounds good. And we have 1 point remaining. I could put it in Shield Runner. Move faster with shield. Or Iron Will. When you are solely wearing heavy armor, the magic damage dealt to you is reduced by 15%. Also, the chance to make you stagger is lowered if you're wearing solely heavy armor. Instead, the bar is at least half filled. Well, that final part doesn't really happen that often, does it? I'll go for Keeper, Iron Will. Yes, that sounds good. Which means I have no further points left. Good. Just fine. I'm ready to go. Okay, so... traveling at night? I'm not sure if that's a good idea, most likely. But it will most likely work out, right? So, yeah. Any ideas? We should probably head off. Let's see... Accompany Jesper to Ark. I've never seen Ark. If the stories are true, I mean, big city.
Some shifts never end.
Wait.
Walk blessed.
Wait, jail. Okay, I need to check something real quick. Let me see, where is that book? Butcher of Ark. I only have volume 2 because volume 1 was stored away. Okay, I'm going to assume something right here. I was... In the whole vision I had with Pentas, he was talking about JL. There was a guard named JL. The Butcher of Ark was also called JL, if I'm right. I could be totally wrong there, but I thought Pentas was working together with the Butcher of Ark, but most likely I was just completely wrong, and I just assumed that because someone was named JL, he was the Butcher of Ark. That is totally my bad. Oh well. Mistakes can be made, right?